everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today is going to be a very relaxed get ready with me. I've got some old products, I've got some new products that I haven't fully utilized, I have some products that I have never used before. So it's going to be a hodgepodge of different things. It's pouring out, it's 50 degrees after last week being 105, so we'll just see how it goes. So welcome back, guys. Pulling my hair back as usual. My brows are done. I have on the Gucci pencil. I will go over them with the Kosas Air Brow after I do some stuff to my face. So yeah, today is 50 degrees and pouring, and it's been pouring for 2 days. And it's the July 4th holiday weekend, which I really feel bad for anybody who was like planning to do stuff outside, because it literally went from 105 to like 60. And today's 50. I don't know what happened. But I mean, I'll take this over the 105 any day. I'm fine. I'm actually totally okay with 50 degrees and raining. It's a little weird for, you know, the July 4th weekend. But anyway, so I just thought I would spend a little time doing a get ready with me. You know, lots going on in my life. Work is crazy. Bunch of other things that I'll get into in some later videos, but just a little hectic. Nothing bad, just, you know, normal stuff, life, right? So today I'm gonna try some products that I've never used before. I'm gonna use the Sydney Grace Temptalia collection, but I'm gonna use the Radiant Reflection. This is one that I really haven't, I used one shade in here. And I'm gonna do the pinks, which should make Tavia happy. I'll make sure I'll CC her on this. Tavia from Chic Profile Official. If you do not know her, she's absolutely fabulous. You need to follow her on Instagram. And it will also make Aileen happy because Aileen loves pinks. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna use is this product that I got as a tester. And I tried it out and I actually really liked it, but I didn't try it out like in any substantial way. So we're gonna try it. So this is the Revive Glow Elixir. This is the Hydrating Radiance Oil. And again, I have this in a tester. The way it looks like it comes, and I'll show a picture above if I can, is that it's like in a bottle and it comes with, I think it comes with a brush. And you can use it as a highlighter. You can use it to mix it with your foundation. I think you can use it over your foundation. I think there's numerous ways to, at least that's what it says. You can use a brush or you can use your fingers. So what I thought we could do today, because I do have some cream products, is that we could use the new Sonia G brushes. I've used them before. I did a video with them. I'm really enjoying them. I think they're fantastic. I would love for her to come up with an eye set, if you're listening. Yeah, I think these are great. So let's do that. Let's use the, I think we're gonna use the classic base for this product. I'm gonna use it more in like the highlighted areas, but let me show you what it looks like just when I squeeze it out. And I think it's really interesting that you could mix it with your foundation, which you can do with practically any, like, you know, glow product, like the Auric products or the, sorry, too much, I've been working too much. The Auric products or the Lisa Eldridge products, there's numerous ones, right, that have this kind of glow. Chanel, there's a ton. So I'm gonna use this as, like I said, more of a, like in the highlight areas. All right, so let's go ahead and pump some out on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna take the brush and just dip it like right in. And kind of like, let's just see. I'm kind of just like going kind of like around my face, you know, like not in any one, like I'm not gonna do like specific, like just where highlight would be, but kind of in this area. My forehead, over here, down my nose. Oh, it looks really pretty. We'll see how it looks with like the foundation on top of it. I definitely think you could use that all over the face. It's a warm shade. Yeah, I think that looks really nice. Okay, Tom Ford foundation. We used this a bunch of times. This is the shade Illuminate in 1.3. And I have like a question for you guys. It's very runny, so I can't just hold it up. But so I want your opinion on something. So I'm also going to take the Sonia G. This is the jumbo base brush. I'm going to place this on my face, and then I'm going to use the brush. So I would like your opinion. So sometimes I get access to products early. All of us here on YouTube have, you know, different contacts that we've made in our lives and whatever. And sometimes we get products early. And so I'd like to know from you guys, do you want to see them before they're even released? Or would you rather me wait until we have a release date, or at least they get released? Because sometimes we don't get a release date and they just pop up. But I can record it ahead of time and then just have it ready for when it's actually released. Or do you want to see these things like long before they're released? And I'll give you an example. So let's say there was something that was going to come out in August. Would you want to see it early? Now, here's where you get the rub, right? I know that I have people watching from lots of different countries, which is just awesome. I just get so excited about that. Not just here in the US where I am. So some products, although they're not available in the US, they are available in other countries. Maybe they're available in the UK. Maybe they're available in Germany. Maybe they're available in France, etc., etc. So, you know, although they might not be available here, they are available in other countries, and I can, you know, always link to those other countries for those people that can access it. So that's what I'd like to know. It's a little, like I said, it gets a little tricky when you have international brands like Chanel or Dior or Tom Ford, that often something will pop up that it's not available in the US yet, but it's available somewhere else. So I'm trying to split the difference, trying to figure out what might be the best thing to do. I'd love to get your thoughts on that. So what do we think? I think it doesn't look like too deep at all. I think it looks nice. It looks glowy. I don't think it messed up the makeup. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, that's why I use the shade Illuminate foundation, because I know how that works on me. It might have warmed it up a little. It might have given a little bit of glow, like through here especially. What do we think? I do like it. It looks nice. Okay. Then I'm going to use the Kosas bronzer. I haven't used this in forever. This is a neutral bronze in light. And I really do like this bronzer. There's been so many products that have come out, and the Dior bronzer is like a favorite. I really like the Dior, the Forever bronzer. The formulation in the Dior is really, really good. It's very finely milled. It looks very nice, I think, on mature skin. But this Kosas bronzer is a really good bronzer. The light is good for me. It's not too deep, and you know, it's in the more affordable category. I'm not in any way saying it's inexpensive. I'm just saying, you know, it's the Dior is definitely in a higher price category. And this is available on Sephora, and there will be, of course, the Sephora sale coming up in the fall, winter. It's like November. Also, I'm not sure when this will go up, because I am coordinating a bunch of different things, but the Nordstrom sale, the anniversary sale. So I will have a video up I will have videos up and Instagram posts up and a whole bunch of other things with items that I think I might want to pick up, or I think you guys might be interested in. I'll have stuff on the Like It to Know It app, where you can shop directly from the things that I'm picking up, or the things that I think are fun and interesting. But so those sales are coming up. There were obviously, by the time this goes up, the 4th of July will be over. There were some 4th of July sales. I do post about sales and like things that are going to be up periodically, but because I'm only on YouTube, you know, part-time, usually I usually don't have the ability to do that like ahead of time. I wish I did. But right now, not so much. Okay, let's see. We're going to use the Westman Atelier. This is the Peau de Pêche Super Loaded Tinted Highlighter. I recently did my fails video, my favorites video, and there may be something from Westman Atelier in there. So I felt like I should do something, one of the products that I do like. This highlighter is like a pinky peach. I mean, it's Pêche, which is peach, but it has like a little bit of pink, or at least it goes a little bit of pink on me. I mean, I like that. I don't have a problem with it, but just to make you aware. So again, I'm going to use the classic base brush. Wiped it off on a microfiber towel. And so this product, it's an interesting formula. It's kind of like a cream powder. It's hard to explain. But I think with this brush, these brushes, you can use a smaller brush or the bigger brush, whatever. It works really well. I found with other brushes, it was a little, not difficult, but because of the formula, because of the texture, it's not really a powder, really. I mean, it's like a creamy powder. I don't know how else to describe it. So we'll buff that in. And when they say that like this is a super loaded highlighter, this definitely has like more sheen, and is more of a pigmented product than a lot of the Westman Atelier products. Westman Atelier often, like their products are, you know, a little bit more subdued. Their highlighters like this, they have a pink, a peach, and another one. And then their bronzers that are in the same packaging, really, really pigmented, like very pigmented. And next we're going to use the Fenty cream. These are the Cheeks Out. This is in Rose Latte. I just haven't used this in a while. So I just thought, you know, cream product, let's try it. I'm going to use it on my hand so you can see the shade. These are pigmented, but they can certainly be sheared out. Just thought it was a good mix with the Pêche and with the pink look that I'm going to do today. So the way I prefer to do this, it's up to you guys. I mean, you can do it any way you want. I like take a little bit on my finger like that and then just go in with the brush. That's just me. That's what I prefer to do. You guys do you. If you want to dip the brush straight in, nothing wrong with that. There we go. Very shiny. I got a lot of shine going on today with the oil and the Westman highlighter, and so I'm very dewy today. Okay, so now we're gonna put on some powder. This powder is not something that I've used before. We're gonna see how it works for me. This is the Suku loose powder, and this is in, I'm trying to see if there's a shade. I don't think there is a shade. If I'm wrong, I'll put it down below. It's the Suku Oil Rich Glow Loose Powder, which I just think is interesting. Okay, so comes like this. There's a little, there's characters that I cannot read. And then, ready, here we go. Ooh. Always something a little satisfying about that, I gotta say. All right, so it's like a net. You can see, really interesting design, actually. Now there is a powder puff. I just generally don't use powder puffs. I usually use a brush. So let's use a brush. What brush should we use? Let us use the FO1 Chikuhodo brush. Just gonna I love this brush actually. It's a super, super soft brush. I'm also trying out a bunch of perfumes right now. Why? I don't know why. Do I need them? No. Well, that powder feels fantastic. That's interesting. It doesn't even... Now, I told you in my favorites video, I really like the pressed powder, which I do. But I really like this loose powder. Huh. This is really nice. It feels really good on my skin. If you're an oil-based person, like you're an oily person, you might not like it. Oil Rich Glow Loose Powder. I think it looks really nice. Okay. All right. So let me put on the Kosas Brow. I'm just pushing up my brows a little. What I've been doing is like the Gucci liner first, and then this going over it with this. I have been using a brow product trying to grow out my brows. I don't know if it's working. I mean, I feel like my brows do look a little thicker, but to be honest, what's happening is the brows, like I'm having hair crop up in parts of my brow that I don't want it. I don't know if that's happened to any of you, but you know, anyway, so I do want to get my eyebrows microbladed. I've mentioned it many, many times, I know, on the channel. So I'm still dedicated to doing that. But in the meantime, I thought if I could, you know, try to grow them out a little bit, I would. All right, so let me bring you a little bit closer and we'll do the eye look. Okay, let's start with a Ray Morris brush. I haven't used these as much as I would like. I forget what number this one is. It's kind of like, it's got like a flat edge. It's kind of an interesting shape, so let's try this out. All right, so we're gonna do Unstoppable Love as like a matte. Then we're gonna do Serendipity, and then we're gonna do the Phosphenes, I think it is. I just think these are really pretty. Like I said, these are the shades we're gonna use today. Like we're gonna stay over here. I don't generally do pinks, or I do purples. I don't really do pinks. I just thought it would be fun to play around with this palette. It's just so pretty. I mean, if you have not used Sydney Grace, you should. You don't necessarily have to get this palette. I mean, guys, I'm not, you know, I don't have any affiliation. It's, you know, nothing like that. It's just their products are extremely good. All their shadows are beautiful. Just beautiful. All I'm doing is going in and laying this down as almost like a primer, almost, for the eye. Now, you'll notice like when I do my eye looks, I often go outside the shape of my eye. Like I have stuff out here. I, you know, usually clean that up at the end. The way I clean that up is I take a sponge and I go over it and basically just, you know, create an edge. Sometimes I'll use a little bit of concealer if I have to like clean up the edge, but that's it. I could use tape, like edge tape here, so that I don't have to clean it. But I feel like, I don't know what it is, but like that would just inhibit, I guess, my creativity, because I feel like sometimes I actually let the edge go out like wider, and sometimes I want it to be narrower. It just depends on how it looks and the shade and what I feel like that day. So that's why I don't use tape. I feel like, you know, I can always fix it at the end. The great thing about makeup is if you don't like it, you can wash it off. If you feel like you know, even like I've done looks where I'm just like, this is just not working. Like I don't like the shades. I don't like whatever. You can just go in and, you know, wipe it all off. It's why a lot of people, I think, start with their eyes. I mean, yes, there's fallout, but also if you don't like it, you just wash your face. You know, the rest of your face isn't done. You don't even have to worry about it. So, I mean, I kind of get it. Like, I'm not a person who does my eyes first, but I can understand. Okay, so that is a great, like, it's like a, it reminds me of like grape. It's plum. It's like a plum shade. It's really pretty. All right, so let's take, these are the Crease Pro by Sony G. So let's go in with the Sumptuous Serendipity right here. I'm not doing anything incredibly difficult today, guys. I just wanted to do something pretty. That's really it. And I'm just kind of going over like the outer half of the eye. These are so pigmented that you don't need a lot at all. Just remember when you're doing your makeup, you kind of want to keep your eyes open if you can, to just get a better idea of how it's going to look when your eye is open, because most of the time you don't walk around like this. So, you know, if you have a hooded lid or you don't have a hooded lid, you just want to be able to see, like if you look straight ahead, you can be like, oh, that's how it's going to look when my eye is open. A lot of us, and I do it too, you close your eye, like one eye, or you know, if you do that, there's nothing wrong with that, but when you open up your eye, the look doesn't look necessarily how you think it's going to. So if you can look straight ahead and put your makeup on, it's gonna, I think it's gonna look better. All right, then we're gonna do Temptalia, which is this pink, and we're gonna put that right in the middle. Oh, that's really pretty. It's a great pink. And I know you'll all be like, Jennifer, liking pink, that's weird. I do like pink. It's not that I don't like pink, it's just, it was never a shade that really looked that great on me. Partially because my hair is red, and partially because blue eyes with pink, it's not as much of a, like, contrast. It looks better. It's more of a contrast with, like, an orange or, like, a rusty color. I don't know. I just, like, pinks never really appealed to me. Then we're going to use this shade, which is Phosphines. And we're going to put that on the inner third of the eye. The great thing about Sydney Gray shadows, and it's true for every Sydney Gray shadow I've ever used, each shade shows up. Like they don't blend into one, which is just amazing because they're all so pigmented and they're all so beautiful. They just, like, it's just amazing. The formula is just fantastic. All right, so I'm gonna take a Wayne Goss. We're gonna lightly buff this out. Again, not losing the 3 shades. You don't have to worry too much about that with Sydney Grays, like I just said, but you do, you know, you don't want to over blend because then it, you know, you could make it one color. If they're good shadows, you don't really have to worry about it. If they're not, then they will blend into just one shade. It does happen. But you can see how it just sort of goes into the deeper, because it's just so well done. These formulas are so beautiful. Just, I mean, so impressive. Okay, I'm just gonna babble on about it. All right, so now let's take, this is an FO7 brush. This is like a tiny stubby brush. And we're gonna take the Forget Her Not, which is this deep purple. And I'm just gonna use the tiniest, like, I mean, you don't need a lot, like I said. Just a corner, like just in that corner. Tiny, tiny, tiny. One of the reasons I like to deepen up the outer corner of my eye, like this, is it brings the eye, when somebody's looking at you, or your face on, it brings the look up here. Like, it doesn't, it brings the eyes outward, which I like. You don't have to do that. It's just something that I tend to do for my face and the way my face is shaped and the way my eyes are shaped. I think it looks good on me. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, and then I'm gonna show you a little trick for under the eye to kind of lift the eye up, as I was talking about a minute ago. Okay, so one of the things about, you know, as you get older, your eyelids droop, your eyes droop, your face droops, everything droops, is the idea that you want to bring the eyelid up. So one of the things that I do, which I just did, is you can see here the top, like the color on the top kind of comes up like this, the deepness here, and then this is lighter. So the darkest part kind of comes up like a wing. Same on this side. It comes up like a wing. And that draws the eyelid up on both sides. And that lets it lends itself to let your eyes look like less droopy. So one of the tricks that you can do on your lower lash line, and I'm going to take a Katie Jane Hughes brush number 21, is to take a color. Let's use the Unstoppable Love, which was that first shade that I used, that like matte plum. And when you take it on your lower lash line, if you concentrate it more on the outer edge and then pull it up, again, like a wing, you see how that draws the eye up? I'm gonna go over it again. So you're just pulling that shade up. Now I'm using my finger a little bit because the skin is a little more lax, a little older, but you can see how this eye looks like up more than this eye. I'll do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just concentrating on the outer corner, not lining necessarily the whole eye. You can underline the whole eye if you want to, but a lot of times I just concentrate on the outer and make sure it's going in an upward slant. So you see that, how my eyes look like? Just a little trick. These palettes are just stunning. Okay, I'm gonna put on some mascara, curl my lashes, put on some mascara, and then we're gonna try out an interesting lip product. Okay, so that is the final eye look. You can see the shades are, I mean, just stunning. Amazing. Cindy Grace did an amazing job. So I got some some sample product in the Dior fiasco that I just did. When I'm referring to the ordering of the Romantic Voyage, which was supposed to be goldens with a black, and it was purples with a pink. Whatever. We still don't have a resolution by the time I'm doing this. But anyway, I got some samples of the Dior Addict Stellar Shine. This is a vibrant color hydrating care lip shine. And I got a number of different shades. Let's see, we have Lucky in 536. We have B Dior, which I'm gonna guess is a red, in 976, or a reddish shade, because the Dior shade that, you know, is like the most popular one is like that reddish Dior, which I can't think of the name of. 673, which is like a coral. And then this shade, which I thought might work for today, is Dior Celestial in 891. So I thought we could see what we think. I have never tried any of these products before, so this will be interesting. All right, let's peel the back off of this. Gonna use a brush from Katie Jane Hughes. This is the 20 brush. I mean, I know it's clean. Stained, but clean. All right, let's try this shade out on the lips. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay. Hold on a sec. All right. This has a beautiful iridescence to it. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh, I love that. actually really like the look that we came up with today. That was a lot of fun. So final thoughts on the Revive, the oil. I have to see how that wears, but I do kind of like the glow it gave me. The Suku powder I think is going to be a definite, like, this might be on my favorites. I just tried it, but I really love the way this felt. This is gorgeous. Other products that I had used before, obviously, and the Sydney Grace, I absolutely love. And this Stellar Shine is a lot of fun. I really like this. Maybe I have to pick one of these up. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.